go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 31. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Goff throwing complete for Swift. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. That's a run. They're running it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys. Have a first. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Forced out to his left. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goff. It's caught. Mitchell. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
95. Tight end to the right, bro. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
They'll roll him out right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 11. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a give here to Pollard. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Squeeze, double. 34.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Check back 11, check back 11. Come on, check 31, check 31.
Again, it's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Gong. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 78 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Goff. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go. 53.
Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Blue 32. Hey, check back 34. White 34. It's a party now. It's a party now. Red, cycle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.